Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the first half of October. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, I will shuffle live. While I was meditating on this butterfly card, I heard that there is something that is going to be a bit of a riddle to you. And I saw the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. So I don't know. I don't know what that means, but there you are. That's what I got during meditation. But when I was meditating on this specific card, it just feels like your struggles or whatever you have been struggling with are about to come to an end. Or perhaps you have already just recently stepped outside of those struggles and you may now be in a brand new phase. But I feel like for most of you, you're still going through the struggle and you are about to. It's like you're not taking flight just yet, like in the butterfly cocoon stage. You're not in the cocoon stage. I feel like you're in the emerging stage, not yet flying, but not necessarily in the cocoon, just like in that middle ground. That's what it feels like. Yeah, if you know what that Cheshire Cat is, what that means, if that means something to you, I mean, that is incredibly specific. So if you know what that means, please leave a comment. But very, very interesting. And it was like, what did they say? There's something that's going to be a riddle to you. Like it kind of felt like there's something that is quizzical that kind of makes you tilt your head and go, oh, that's interesting. And then you try to figure it out. It could be a person, place, or thing. I don't know. They didn't give me any details. It was just something's going to be a riddle. That's all I'm really getting on it. This really wants to come out. That's all I'm really getting on the butterflies. So while we get your cards out, which are taking some time, so you may have been stuck for a while. Whatever that struggle was, it feels like that struggle may have been for a while. And did you see how those just popped out automatically that quickly? Wow. And all we need is one more card, you guys. One more card. Remember, these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the remainder. All right, my darlings. And also check out your sun, moon, rising sign, so you are able to get a good idea of what is going around you energetically. Remember, we're not just one sign. We are a conglomeration of different signs. That card really wants to come out. Okay. So if you don't know what your moon, rising signs are, then I suggest, I would even suggest looking in your Venus, at your Venus as well, only because that gives you a good idea of love. So what house that is in, or what planet is there, or not what planet, what sign, or not what sign, what house your Venus is in. Wow. I couldn't verbalize that. Oh my gosh. All right. We have the 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, rather. Oh, interesting that I said King. Queen of Cups, Three of Swords in reverse, and the Hangman in reverse. Telling you, it just feels like you're in this middle ground. You're in this middle ground. I feel like you've done a lot of work to get to where you're at right now. And there's almost like a sense of relief that I'm getting with this Hangman. There's a sense of relief that you, interesting. Remember I said King of Cups here? Here it is right here. It feels like it's almost like you are relieved that whatever you were entangled with is no longer there. And you're getting past that. And I feel like everything, whatever it is you're getting past, or just past, whatever you're getting past, whatever that struggle was for you, it feels like, okay, these two belong together. Okay. It feels like there is this was of your own doing. Both the getting in and the getting out were of your own doing. So it feels like you hold yourself responsible, but at the same time, you acknowledge it and you worked through it. And you're like, okay, I've learned my lesson. I won't do that again. Kind of a deal. Let's take a look at your cards with the first row. Yeah, it feels like you're no longer worried about the past hurt, the past struggle. And now you're dreaming. Because you're not necessarily, like you set the struggles to the side. And now you're dreaming. This is a very interesting Five of Cups here. Hold on. Cards just flipped. Hold on. And as we say, here's the Five of Cups. That is, okay, so this is typically what the Five of Cups looks like, right? The Three of Cups, this person is typically staring at the cups in front when really, you know, they need to be grateful for the two that they have that are still upright. And here in this particular Five of Cups, this person's not even paying attention to the Three of Cups. They've already made peace with the regret, you know, or they don't have any regret. They've already made peace with whatever they lost. And now they're dreaming. And they don't realize just yet how close this Two of Cups is. Whatever that dream is for them, they don't know how close it is for them yet. Yeah, it feels like you're looking for a commitment, a love. You've done so much healing. You have done so much healing. Perhaps whatever this was somebody that you wanted to marry. You perhaps saw them as the Queen of Cups, and it was somebody you wanted to marry, but that didn't happen. They broke your heart. Or perhaps you did marry and then they broke your heart, or you were engaged and they broke your heart. I'm not really sure the whole scenario here. It doesn't even matter, because it feels like you've moved on from that situation. It took some time. It feels like it's taken quite a long time, actually. And it feels like you're ready to burn for love again. You're ready. I'm drawn to the fire here. You're ready to commit again. But it also feels here with this Four of Wands that it takes a while. It takes a while for your fire to get going, if you know what I mean. It's like you're not easily enticed. It feels like, there needs to be a depth to something in order for you to really want to commit. It feels like there's got to be layers. Oh, funny. We have Temperance again at the bottom of the deck. I was drawn to the bottom of the deck for this particular one. And they want me to do the bottom of the deck of the other one. Very interesting. Okay. Which is the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Swords, Four of Cups, King of Cups in reverse, Temperance and Strength together. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it just feels here that you're like, I don't want to be divorced. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be single. I want to be committed. I don't want to be single. I want to be committed. I don't want to not have a job. I want to be in a job that I can go into. Whether it's a 9 to 5 or whether it's, something of your own making, of your own creation, whatever that looks like for you. I don't want to be alone. I want to be with friends. It just feels like, but you don't want, it doesn't feel like you just want anything. It feels like you want something specific. Very interesting because Aries got a very similar message. Yeah, you see clearly now. You won't deal with BSers, and it feels like you're a very truth-telling kind of a person, where you're like, I have no space for BS. I don't feel like you're rude or cunning in how you use your words. It just feels like, I don't feel like you're sharp-tongued. I feel like and I don't feel like you're abrasive either. I just feel like you are a straight shooter, and I feel like you say it with kindness. I don't feel like, even though inside you may not feel the kindness, do you know what I mean? But it does feel like when you deliver your words, you attempt very, very much so to deliver with kindness, because it does feel like you can be ruthless if prompted. I do feel like there is an opportunity coming your way. And I feel like you're going to go, oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, tell me more. And I feel like, as intrigued as you are with whatever this opportunity is, whatever this offer is, I feel like you take a step back and really go within and go, okay, does this feels good, but is it right for me? That's what I'm hearing here with this King of Cups. It feels good, but is it right for me? And it feels like you're almost, it's almost like you're re-educating yourself in regards to a situation. Retraining, re-educating, redirecting because it feels here, if this is a job, something that you don't really know too much about, it feels like you have to kind of train yourself. Uh, read up on it or whatever, and so you can find your footing. If this has to do with a person, it feels like this feels so good that it's taking you off guard. That's what I'm getting here. It's really taking you off guard how good this feels. And you're like, oh, I need to take a step back. Hold on. Because you, after all of this, that's not something that you were expecting. Yeah, because, and here's the thing, it feels like you're afraid of being hurt again. You're afraid of things not being equal. And you will easily just take away. Very interesting. Feels like you pull away for some reason. It feels like you pull away for some reason from this situation. I and it's not for lack of passion. I feel like you're withholding. This feels like fear. In the end, things balance out, things come back into play, but it feels like you pull back. Huh. All right, okay, what's going on here? Like, why are we pulling back? Why are we pulling back? Like, what the hell? Everything feels so good, Taurus. Ah, thank you, Spirit. You're afraid. You are afraid that this feeling right here, that this person is going to hurt you because you cared too much too quickly. That's not something you typically do, and this has really gotten you off. It's really gotten you off guard. It's taking you by surprise, and you pull back. You're like, whoa. You start feeling too much too quickly. You find your equilibrium, though. Yeah, you pull back like real quick. Like, look at all these cards pulling back. Like, no, hell, Taurus. Hold on, what do we have? It's not going to even matter. You're going to go for it anyways. Look at this. You're going to restart the communication. You're going to restart it, even though it does make you feel a little bit vulnerable. You know this person isn't the same as the other person. This person's completely different. Wow. Okay, let me just put these off to the side here real quick. All right, okay, let's see if we can get some timing here. Like, when will this start? Look at this, the King of Swords again. When will this start? Well, whenever you decide to, I suppose. When will this start? Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. One more card, please. Oh my gosh. You guys. Come on, one more card, please. One more card. They're not going to tell me a timing. They're not going to tell me a timing. But here is what I am going to tell you. This person is incredibly patient. They don't expect anything from you. And I think that's what draws you back in. Whomever this is, whatever situation this is, it balances out because this person is incredibly patient and they don't expect anything from you. They just want honesty. That lures you back in. That lures you back in. Yeah. You're not meant to know the timing of this, you guys. I'm sorry. So, just Aries, I am so sorry. The camera cut out and I didn't realize it until I already had done all of these cards. So, what I was saying, I finished with the you're not meant to know the timing because of this, right? And I did these cards, which was Shadow, the Explorer, and Wildling. And I was mentioning about you need to face your fears. You need to face your shadows in regards to whatever this situation is and why you're not confronting it. Because it's time for you to do something unexpected. It is time for you to start doing things a little bit different, because I'm telling you, there's a beautiful unexpected whatever this is, all right, that is aligning for you, and it does feel good. Follow your heart. Don't follow what you remember, what you believe, what you see. Follow your heart. It's not going to lead you astray. Also, I was drawn, I had mentioned it before, the pillar was also at the bottom of the deck. And this pillar reminds me of the Four of Wands. It was in reverse, so I'm going to show it to you in reverse, just like the Four of Wands here. So this is telling me that, because it's very evident that, I mean, it showed up Four of Wands 1, 2, 3 times. So you could end up marrying this person. With these two being in reverse, it could tell me that this person is either divorced or you're divorced, okay? One or the other or both. So take it how it resonates with you, okay? And then we have, now is a lucky time. And there's a family here. Not in that one. Here it is. There's a family here. There's the star. You know what? Aries had the star. Aries also had a lucky luck. The word luck was mentioned in Aries reading. And if you have Aries in your chart, I don't know whether you do or do not, and if you feel so called to do so, I feel like you should go listen to that reading. But if I'm drawn to family here, because there's family, and then there's a family right here. And I believe, yeah, I remember the star being in Aries, and I mentioned luck because the sevens were very, very heavy in, not very heavy. I mean, there's like 3 sevens, but it was like in the same row, if I'm not mistaken. And here I'm drawn to the 7 and 7, and now we have lucky 7, 7, 7. So that could be your sign of this is your reading. That could be a sign that you're seeing a lot. And considering that it was in Aries' Aries reading as well, it either you're going to be dealing with an Aries or you have Aries in your chart. So I don't want to tell you too much about the reading because, you know, I want you to go and check it out if you feel called to do so. So there you have it, my darlings. Have a great first half of the of the month. This looks fantastic. All right, my dears. Until we meet again. Have a great one. Bye.